tried to tell the disciples a bit about what would happen after he was gone. To reassure them, Jesus told them that God loved them and that one day they would be scattered to their own homes and Jesus would be with God. But he said these words, "I have told you these things so that in me you will have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." The water in this vase represents all of the troubles that we have. The water would certainly be trouble for this candle to get a flame. God is the candle and we are the wick, and our faith, our passion, our light that we shine to others is the flame. Who would have thought this time last year that a global pandemic would change our world so much? If COVID-19 is anything, it certainly is a trouble that surrounds us all. It would be so easy to say, I give up, nothing is the same, and if it isn't the same, then I don't want it. But we can take heart, we can find peace, we can keep our flame burning amid the troubles of the pandemic. And so I wanted to take an opportunity again this week to share more ways that we are making sure that we have opportunities to share our faith with the children and youth of this church so that our lights can continue to shine for them and their lights can continue to shine for others. Last Sunday, I talked about First Contact, which meets on Zoom each Sunday and is our interactive children's program. But wait, there's more. We have 2 youth groups at this church, and we continue to meet every Friday at 7 o'clock. Now we use Zoom. When we meet for Friday's Zoom youth group, the Impact and the Voice youth groups are combined. The focus of our time is keeping our community of kids connected together. Each week we play games and we have a brief conversation at the end about all sorts of things like what we think heaven would be like or what Jesus' favorite song might be. And we pray together. We've recently made a shift in our youth group ages. Impact is now for high school students only. And our Voice youth group will continue to begin at grade 4, but will also include children all the way through to grade 8. When we gather together on Friday nights for youth group, the change in ages won't affect anything and we'll continue to welcome both groups together. But starting on November 3rd, we're introducing a Bible study for our Impact youth, the high school students from grade 9 to grade 12. We're going to begin this study using Zoom, but we hope to transition into in-person, physically distanced gatherings. We'll meet on Tuesday evenings from 7 until 8 o'clock. We're going to continue using the Bible Project as a way to guide our youth through the Bible and see how its story is always connecting to Jesus. Zoom details will be sent out each week, and so if you haven't been getting the youth group emails, email me to make sure that you have all of the information that you need. And look, surrounded by water, with the wick now below the water level, and our candle still burns. Speaking of water representing our troubles, FAMBC was rained out 4 weeks in a row. But we can take heart. We have an amazing plan that has grown from this. Starting next Wednesday on October 28th, we will be hosting family worship services in the sanctuary. These services will provide families an opportunity to worship together in a way that accommodates the wiggles in children by requiring them to wiggle. Although we do just call it actions to songs. Each week will include elements of worship service, Bible readings, message, prayer, plus some fun extras. And all of these aspects will be created specifically with families and children in mind. These services will require pre-registration, the same way that Sunday worship does. The form is found in the news portion of the church's website. Physical distancing will be in place and masks will be required. Speaking of masks, because our first family worship is just before Halloween, we are asking parents, kids, and adults who join us to all wear a Halloween costume. And here our candle is still burning. God's protection from the trouble doesn't mean that we won't have troubles, but through Him we have peace, that even when we are surrounded by a situation that could easily extinguish our light, we can find hope and encouragement from a God who loves us. And in this way, we can keep our light shining bright. We hope that you will embrace the opportunities that we have for children and youth to gather together, both in person and virtually. that allow us to keep connected and keep shining for each other.